Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Adams Brothers podcast. We are here this evening with Mr. Stephen Smith. He is the owner of the All Vegan Market and Cafe in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good afternoon, good evening, I should say, Mr. Stephen Smith. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm doing just fine, thank you, and happy
Good.
New Year to you, by the way.
Same to both of you. Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Same to you.
So we'd like to just go right ahead and just tell us a little bit about you and how did you start your all vegan market and cafe?
Well, I started it. I got the idea for Vegan Fine Foods, which is the name of our market and cafe based in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I got the idea for this many years ago. So I've been a vegan. I decided to make that change in my diet and lifestyle. It's been about 24 years now. So I was way back, starting sort of in some of the early trends of this new movement towards more plant-based foods. And I made the decision to change my diet. Mainly started out mainly for health reasons, to really just get control of my health and wellness. And in our communities, the type of foods we eat sometimes aren't always the best for our health. So my family had a history of illness, diabetes, heart disease, and all, high blood pressure and things like that we see generally in our community. So I wanted to really get control of my health and try to prevent a lot of those things. So I made the decision to go vegan. And once I had become vegan and all plant-based, I found that it was a challenge to shop and find the products that I wanted. And I find myself going to multiple health food stores and grocery stores in a given week. And I said, it'd be really nice to go to one place where I wouldn't have to stress about reading all the labels and make sure there weren't any products in there I didn't want, where I could shop comfortably and find all the things I needed. And that's how I got the idea for Vegan Fine Foods.
Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting because I agree with you, especially black people, people of color. We all have these underlying health issues that we need to get under control. We have family history, and it just trickles down to the next generation, and that's a good thing that you have going there. That you're offering plant based food, and it's organic. I'm pretty sure, and uh, it's I mean that's just a plus. I mean, especially for black people. So again, so what type of foods do you prepare? Other, I mean, we know it's vegan, but it's no meat, correct?
Right. So in Vegan Fine Foods in our market, there are no meat products, no animal-based products, no dairy, nothing made with eggs, all pure plant-based products. But when you look at our menu, so in our cafe, so inside of Vegan Fine Foods, our cafe is called Vegan Fine Cafe. And when you order from Vegan Fine Cafe, we have a full menu. So we have everything from vegan burgers to wraps to sandwiches to soups and salads, all types of things, even patties. We have Jamaican patties, we have empanadas, all 100% vegan. And then we also have lots of vegan desserts. We have all in-house fresh baked goods every day. So everything from pies to cookies to cakes and all of that. And then we also have vegan ice cream. And we sell, I don't know if you're familiar with acai or acai. People pronounce it different ways, but it's this berry that comes from Brazil. And we serve it almost like a soft serve ice cream, and we make bowls with it. And that's a big hit here as well. So we have a very full menu, very diverse, lots of different things that appeals to a wide range of people.
Now, the food that you have down there, is it already prepared, or do you prepare it like when it comes into order? When
So we
people come
prepare
in to order?
So our Vegan Fine Cafe is a quick service restaurant. So when you order your food, we prepare it right then.
Right.
And we bring it, you grab a seat and we bring it out to you. Yes,
Well, that's good. You can't get any fresher than that, Wayne.
that's right. That's right.
Yes. What is the difference between a vegetarian, and a plant-based diet?
Okay, so there's a lot of confusion around that. So a vegetarian, generally vegetarians, lots of vegetarians will still eat eggs. They may have milk. right? They may have dairy-based cheese, okay? And I've even heard some folks that, identify as vegetarian, some even eat fish. So vegetarians can still add some animal-based products to their diets. Vegans are free of any animal-based product, right? So no milk, dairy, eggs, anything with an animal product, animal-based product included. Now, more confusion is this term plant-based, because a lot of folks that are plant-based may still add some dairy products from time to time. So plant-based, although a lot of people that identify plant-based also consider themselves vegan. So those two terms are used interchangeably, but vegan and vegetarian are definitely different.
Okay, and I'm quite sure you're a vegan. What
Right.
mostly do you eat?
What do I eat? Okay, so on any given day, I'll give you sort of and even though I have Vegan Fine Foods, I try not to eat in a restaurant every day. I try to also prepare food at home. But generally, I start my day off with a smoothie. So, I put everything in fruits and vegetables. So I'll put some bananas, some celery, some cucumber, squash, some berries, and some fresh coconut milk, or coconut water, excuse me. Different things depending on what I have and what's fresh. And that's how I start my day. I've been doing that for 24 years. So I don't start my day with coffee or food. I start it that way. And then usually by lunchtime, that's my breakfast. Lunchtime, I'll make a nice, that's the only meal that I actually prepare and is warm. And I might do something like some quinoa, a little sauteed tofu. I like to have a little sweet potato on the side. I love sweet potatoes. Grew up eating sweet potatoes. So every day I have a little bit of sweet potatoes. And I mix it up. I do, so there's lots of meat alternatives nowadays. I like tofu. But sometimes I'll do some other meat alternatives. They have like these vegan sausages and things like that. Every now and then I treat myself to that. And then in the evening, I might do another smoothie and a little snack or something like that. And I also eat a lot of raw nuts, so like pistachios and walnuts and pecans. So that's generally what I consume on a daily basis.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of people that are vegans, like the guy that serviced my cameras and my alarm at my home. He's a vegan, and and me just asking him sometimes, he said that some of the products that he consumes taste like meat, and I always ask him, okay, well, if it tastes like meat, wouldn't it be easier just to eat meat?
Well, the answer is no, it wouldn't be.
Right.
Nowadays, and this is part of the problem we have in this time period we're living in. We don't see the process of how that meat got to our plate. It's a lot easier to put together some plant-based sausages than it is to put together some real sausage. So, I think the whole reason for the meat alternatives is a lot of people, when they want to make the transition from meat to becoming more plant-based, they still crave that meat, that texture, that feeling, that fullness. So those meat alternatives sort of help people transition. And they're healthier and they taste good. But I would argue it's still better than eating the real thing that we're all used to.
And also, I mean, even going into restaurants myself, like, I try to eat healthy, and I really do. But it's funny when you go into restaurants, you see the salads, they cost more. Trying to eat healthy costs more. You can go get like $1 hamburger or $1 fry. But trying to eat healthy, most people always tell me they want to eat healthy, but it is expensive. Is being a vegan expensive?
Yeah, I would say that generally a lot of the, maybe not most. Now, of course, you could be a vegan and just eat fruits and vegetables and things like that, and that's not so expensive. But a lot of these new products, these new plant-based products like the meat alternatives and the milk alternatives, definitely, I would say the average prices are higher, but that's just a function of what we call economies of scale, right? Because there's still only a small percentage of people buying them compared to the other products. But the more popular they come, the prices are starting to come down. But I would even take it a step further, and this is something I think we all need, Black people, we need to really take this seriously.
Yes.
It's about priorities. I'd rather spend more and have better quality food and not spend as much on other things that aren't so important for our health and well-being. So, and I'm seeing that in our store. I think since we opened Vegan Fine Foods in 2018, and I look at where we are in 2021, the number of African Americans that are making this transition over to plant-based diet, it's just amazing. It's exploded in the Black community. And I'm seeing families come in, like families, you know, mother, father, and they're bringing their kids and they sit down, they're all eating vegan. And these are people that are new to this. So I think it's starting to happen because, again, our health issues, we have to fix this.
Okay, and at your cafe or restaurant, do you offer takeout or not takeout but delivery?
Yeah, so we do both. We offer delivery. People can order directly from our website, and we also do takeout. We even do curbside delivery. So somebody can drive up and we'll bring it out to them. So we're doing all of that, especially since COVID, you know, post-COVID, where we've implemented a lot of those new ways to get people their food.
Yeah, and how have you been handling the COVID crisis?
It's been rough. It's been real rough on us. You know, we're located, you know, downtown Fort Lauderdale by the Broward Center for Performing Arts.
Yes.
That's where we're located. So, you know, Esplanade Park right there, and then you have the Broward Center, and then across the street, you have the Museum of Science and Discovery. And we're right there on that corner. And since COVID, everything is closed. So the Broward Center has not reopened. The museum is nobody's, you know, so before COVID, that was our bread and butter, especially on the weekends. Now, this is probably one of the hardest hit areas of Fort Lauderdale. Most of the businesses haven't reopened. So it's really hurt our business in terms of the traffic, the foot traffic we see here. So we're trying other things like you said, delivery and curbside delivery and takeout, pickup to try to supplement our business, but our sales are still down.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all the questions for me. I hope your business continue to thrive. You got a good personality and you seem like you're a survivor. So I'm quite sure you'll outlast this COVID.
Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate the support.
Oh, absolutely. And me, I have another question. Like me, I like peanuts. I like nuts, but I can no longer eat nuts. And I love protein. I like I said, I can't eat peanuts anymore. I can't eat nuts. So I have to kind of go over to like peanut butter. What type of menu do you have that has protein in it at your deli market? Do you have anything where I could get protein from?
Absolutely. So we have everything from our wraps to our burgers to our salads, we add protein. So for example, in our wraps, we do like chickpea wraps. And so we have lots of chickpeas in there, and that's a good source of protein. Even a lot of the burgers are made from plant-based protein. So our vegan burgers are made from like pea protein and different types of protein. We do bowls, like I mentioned, that acai. We do a protein bowl where we add nuts and sunflower seeds and, you know, lots of things that will, even hemp seeds that will add protein. So we definitely, you know, we have a lot of options that will provide you with a good amount of healthy plant-based protein. Absolutely.
Well, I am definitely going to be coming by your deli and restaurant and market there, your vegan market and cafe, I should say. And I'm sure my brother will be tagging along. So
why don't you? We'll be there.
Yeah, why don't you tell all the viewers out there what's your address in Fort Lauderdale, and if you're on social media, Facebook or Instagram, tell them how they could look you up and find you and look at your menu on social media.
Okay, so on social media, all they have to do on Instagram is just Vegan Fine Foods. So vegan, VEGAN, FINEFOODS. And the same thing on Facebook, facebook.com/Vegan Fine Foods. So they can find us there. Our address downtown is 330 Himmershey Street, or also known as Southwest 2nd Street. The number of the building again is 330. You can't miss us if you know where the Broward Center is in Esplanade Park. So yeah, we're not hard to find, and I'm going to hold you and your brother to coming down. And
we gotta go.
Please let me know ahead of time so I can make sure I'm here and we can do something real special for you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and this is part of our giving back to the community, and we're trying to promote Black businesses for Black History Month. So this is what we're going to be doing all month long. And I promise you that the Adams Brothers will be by to patronize your restaurant. And we want to thank you for taking the time out to come by and talk to us here on our podcast. And we wish you the very best of luck. And when you start making all those millions of dollars, don't forget about us to come back on here and tell us about it here on this podcast.
I sure will. Well, no, thank you, both of you. It's been an honor to be a part of your podcast. You're doing a great service for the community. And like I said, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Mr. Steve Smith, he's the owner of All Vegan Marketing Cafe in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Thank you, sir, for stopping by the Adams Brothers podcast, and you have a wonderful evening.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Bye-bye.